All right, guys, we're going to go over proportional assist ventilation, or the PAV+. So the information, again, was taken from the advanced modes of mechanical ventilation. So when we talk about the PAV+, let's look at what that is, okay? So let's look up here. So it's a mode of ventilation that delivers pressure support directly tied to the patient's work of breathing. So with this mode, there's a work of breathing bar, and it shows a percentage. And that's how this mode works off that bar. So it also works because it self-adjusts with each breath. So it's going to give more support if it feels like the patient is needing more support. It's going to give less support if the machine feels the patient needs less. So let's go over here to the settings. So the settings that you're going to have with this, right? So you got your work of breathing bar. That's where you're going to get the percentage of the support that you want the ventilator to do. It's a spontaneous mode. So the only other thing that you'll have to set is the PEEP, the FiO2, and the sensitivity. So let's look over here at the method of how exactly this works. So by supporting each breath, this lowers the work of breathing, right? So that percentage in the work of breathing, like I said, it's going to give more support if it feels the patient needs it. The way it does that is because it's constantly measuring the flow. So if it's measuring the flow and it's reading that there's an increased need for the flow, it's going to realize that the patient needs more support. So it's going to give more support. And this, obviously, with flow and everything else, it changes with your compliance and it changes with your airway resistance. So the patient controls the total cycle time in this mode. The patient controls when the breath starts and when the breath ends because it's a spontaneous mode. So if we look over here at maybe why you would use this, you can use it as a weaning tool because it's a spontaneous mode. And you can also use it if the patient is experiencing a lot of dyssynchrony with the vent. It's also a good one to use for that. So that is it for this mode.